The camera actually changed. That's hilarious. I just lost my That's hilarious. Ah, it shows you kind of like the energy around it right now. I'm still trying to find a good place to put this. So just hold on a second. Yeah, that's probably better. We got smoke coming from the cherry. Thank you to this place. Thank you to these woods. Thank you for this pentagram, for these trees, these logs, these branches, this new life, this continuing life, this old life. And in the power of life that was, and life that is, life that will be, and in the sanctity of all life, I hold this stick, which is full. I don't need to be complex about it. It's full of the shock my blood has endured, which could mean my entire family. The shock that such and such a world induces, or benefits from inducing, from its most purposeful level to its most survival-based and compulsive level among the general population. The demonic, the evil, the deceptive, the unnecessary dominions held over the flesh and blood of man, such that it might be very difficult for people to hear this. Like the end, the stick and the shock that has been induced from anything and everyone throughout my life, in my home, where I live, where I travel, where I think, where I rest, where I meditate, every place that's ever been saved, including a daycare, has been infected with demonic, human, and blood parasites. And it might seem a little bit problematic saying, what are you going to do with this stick? Well, I'm going to give it to the earth. Anything that I could do, in the power of my own anger, and the power of my own awareness, and the power of just holding such things in your blood. Not because anybody asked you, but because you have to. And to put that into the earth and say, whatever I could do, whatever the power of my voice, I take all of this shock and all of this violence and all of that genetics of the satisfying and complete restoration of my blood and my health and the soundness of my home and all that that means, and that I share a blood with all the creatures of the earth, and as a time before and time that is now and time that is to come, and all the stories that are drawn up by the soul of the flesh and the blood of the heaven and the earth, that I was a baby of a mother and a father, and I would take all of this and say, I wish my father's sound and long life and happiness and sound life, because everything violent, everything sociopathic dissuades me from that very thing. I have to get angry and study such things. It could dissuade me at the very end. It could lead me to forget what I want the most, which is to wish my family well. And it might not mean so much here and there, but it means everything here. And it means everything. So saith the soul of man, and banish, and deter, and repulse, as all should need be, to disease and death as need be, all and everything pass among the dignity of my blood, or their own blood. So saith the soul of man. Now I stand in the center of the pentagram. I light my joint again. I look around. So that is enough emotion